Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here at Bermondsey Boxing Club. It's the media workout a little bit earlier than usual for Hamza Shiraz versus Liam Williams, 10th of February at the Copper Box. I'm joined for the first time in a while, mate. Dev Sahni, how have you been?
I'm very well, mate. I'm very well. Happy to be here. Happy to be back on IFL TV, and delighted with the imminent 200 views or whatever I'm going to do on your lovely channel.
Mate, like, back end of last year, you was a big view driver.
All the wrong reasons I was indeed, but yeah, good fun. Look, I'm looking forward to this year. Looking forward to Shiraz against Williams. We're seeing Hamza here. He looks in tremendous shape. He always looks in great shape, and look, if he can knock out Liam Williams, who no one knocks out, it's a big statement, and we've got a star on our hands.
Would you rather kind of carry on doing interviews and just getting like standard amount of views, or another really big newsworthy thing with Dev Sahni's name in the headlines, and then you just get a massive spike this year?
I don't know. I'd like to get my head down, go about my business, and yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there will be various spikes.
If the clout comes, it comes.
If it comes, it comes. But yeah, I'll do my best, Joe Pugh. I'll do my best.
Please do. Yeah, let's talk about Hamza Shiraz versus Liam Williams. It was meant to be the back end of last year, but a kind of great show to kick off Queensberry's UK extravaganza for 2024.
Absolutely, and listen, there's a big question heading into all of this. Hamza Shiraz, is he all hype? I don't know if that's in. Maybe you want to bring it into focus, but is he all hype? I don't know. 18-0, 14 knockouts, 24 years old, looks like a bit of a golden boy. Arsenal fan, he's in with Frank in his box every week. Seems to be a bit of a favourite around Queensberry, around TNT. Is he all hype? We're going to find out against Liam Williams, because Liam Williams, if he's still that same guy, the guy that used to knock out people like Atlantis Fox, similar dimensions to Hamza Shiraz, the guy that knocked out Joe Mullender so viciously at the Royal Albert Hall, the guy that gave Andrade a little bit of trouble in his fight, had quite a big uppercut in there, little moments in that fight that maybe if he'd have just kept pushing, he could have done a better job in there. If he's still that guy, Hamza Shiraz has got a real problem. I can't wait to find out. I genuinely don't know. A lot of this just depends on what Liam Williams has got left. He's not an old man. He's only 31. He's coming off a knockout win. His tail's up. He's training hard. He's back with Gary Lockett. Could be a real problem.
Obviously, it's a great fight for Hamza, but in the rear view, kind of, there's a little Matchroom versus Queensberry card that's being spoken about, and his name's being touted with a few names over on the Matchroom side of things, so kind of a little golden ticket being swung in his way.
I don't think... Look, he's got to get through Liam Williams, right? I don't think that Matchroom have a middleweight that beats Hamza Shiraz. That's just me being honest. They've got Felix Cash and Amo Williams, two brilliant middleweights. I'll say it again, I don't think they've got a middleweight that beats Hamza Shiraz, and I think he could make a real statement against Liam Williams, and then that kind of cements that. I'd love to see him involved in any of these big shows coming up. He's going to be a star, but Liam Williams is a problem.
Let's go straight to that potential show then. Give me a few fights you want to see.
Put me on the spot now, Joe Pugh. I mean, I think a lot of it depends on how some of these guys come through their next fights. I mean, Anthony Yard against Callum Smith, that'd be great, right? Hopefully they can figure that out. I don't think Matchroom have a featherweight that beats Nick Ball, to be honest. I know they've got Lee Wood, Josh Warrington, but again, I'll say it, they're great fighters, but I don't think they have a featherweight that beats Nick Ball. And yeah, I mean, I don't know specifically, but I'd love to see it, and I won't be involved in any of those fights. Boxing Social suggested earlier me taking on Frank Smith. That would be a massacre. Why would I put myself through that? Why would he put himself through that?
You would smash Frank Smith.
I've just said, why would either of us put ourselves through that? No, we're actually getting on very well, me and Frank Smith. I like him. He's got a good dry sense of humour. So yeah, I won't be fighting him in a hurry.
But overall, very confident that Queensberry would come out winners in a Queensberry versus Matchroom card.
It depends on the fights, doesn't it? But if I look at I'm sure there's certain weight divisions where they've got the upper hand. I'm sure that will be the case. But since we're here today and I'm looking at Hamza Shiraz, I don't think they have a middleweight that beats Hamza Shiraz. I'm sure there's weight divisions where they would have success. I don't think they've got a light heavyweight that beats Anthony Yard. I don't think they've got a featherweight that beats Nick Ball. I don't think they've got a heavyweight that beats Tyson Fury. I'm going to stop now because I'll end up getting in trouble.
You're not just revealed the whole card, have you there?
No, I mean... Yeah,
subconsciously revealed the whole card.
I'll get in trouble because I'm picking against fighters again, and then I'll end up interviewing them, and they'll be like, no, I'm not going to listen to you. But yeah.
How much did you enjoy Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn's little sit-down hosted by Steve Bunce?
It was good. There was good moments in terms of, they're getting on now, and they're sort of they're giving each other compliments. They're not attacking each other. It was relatively tame in that sense, but it was good to see these legendary promoters sitting down together with a legend in Steve Bunce. It was kind of just a legendary moment, really, and enjoyable, I'm sure, for all boxing fans. Let's hope that this kind of unison can last, because it's great. We're getting the fights we want. We're going to keep getting the fights we want. People are working together. It's great.
Do you make anything of the fact that OPETAIA left the Tyson Fury camp after 5 rounds of sparring?
No, no, I don't. I mean, look, it's just a news cycle that keeps going. People want to make their own stories from it. Oh, so he must have filled Fury in. I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure he left because maybe the opponent he's fighting next is nothing like Tyson Fury. Maybe he needs someone who's a bit like Tyson Fury. But look, it's all stories, it's all news cycle, isn't it? It's all part of the game.
How much are you looking forward to that fight? We're only 2 weeks away now, and it's going to be massive, isn't it? I think it's going to pick up more and more momentum. Yeah,
I've seen the one of the promos. I think there's going to be plenty. I've seen one of it. It'll be out very soon. Unbelievable. The hype is building. I'm getting good at this, or maybe I'm not. But the hype is building. I can't wait. First undisputed fight, first undisputed champion of this century. It's 2 unbeaten heavyweights. It's not like one of them's an old man or anything like that, or past his best, or just coming off a knockout. It's fantastic, and they're 2 enigmas. I can't wait for the build-up in fight week with them around each other. What are they going to be like? Because Tyson often gets into his opponent's head, and Usyk, you can't really get into his head. But Usyk also gets into his opponent's head. But you can't really get into Tyson's head. I can't wait. It's a brilliant fight. It's a beautiful fight. And it's one that's being delivered at last to boxing fans. And thank you, Saudi Arabia, for giving it to us.
Certainly. I know you love kind of a little back and forth on Twitter. Very, what's the word? Quirky comments, I'd like to say. Very smart, very dry. I enjoy them. I don't really go on Twitter, but I like to see your little reposts on Instagram because that's where I'm more active. And then I do have a little chuckle every now and then. But what do you make on the little Twitter back and forth with Lennox Lewis and Eddie Hearn regarding Anthony Joshua?
Can you just remind me what was said there? What did they say to each other?
I think the main thing is Lennox Lewis. We know he's had their problems with Anthony Joshua in the past. I watched a video on the way up here actually about that. And Lennox has said basically the winner of Zhang and Parker is more deserving of a shot against the winner of Fury Usyk, and said, Eddie, you just got your promoter's hat on.
I mean, it's interesting. He's obviously allowed his opinion, and I get where he's coming from. I also get where Eddie's coming from. I think they've both got a point. Eddie's got a point in that, it's an undeniable commercial juggernaut to have Anthony Joshua against the winner of Fury Usyk. It's undeniable from a boxing standpoint in terms of earning the shot. Then I understand also where Lennox is coming from in terms of Zhang and Parker, the winner of that. So They've both got a point. I'm not going to pick sides, and yeah, that's where we are with it.
So, sitting on the fence. Now, just to finish off, you're taking a sit there. I know you've been trying to get in to the shop, but what have we got there? We've got a hype drink.
Well, it's not in your way, is it? No, a bit of hype. They sent me a crate to my house, basically. I'm shaking a little bit. I think I've had too many, mate.
What flavour's that? Watermelon.
Watermelon. I had cheesecake flavour earlier, and they are honestly the tastiest energy drinks that I've ever had. And I've been through all of them. Yeah? Monsters, all of these. I've been through all of them. In terms of taste, this is just absolutely unbelievable. It's a different level. And there's not too much of it either. It's just like a smallish can. So
That's pretty standard for an energy drink can.
no, because sometimes you get really massive ones, don't you? And then you end up like drinking some of it and chucking the rest of it away. This is just bang on. So yeah, it's only my 8th one today.
I think it's a match made in heaven. Hype for the Frank Warren Hype Man.
There you go. I think they are sponsoring this event. One of the sponsors involved in.
They're not personally sponsoring you, Dev. You've not got them deals yet.
They just sent a crate to my house, so I was like, yes, I will definitely drink it. And as a thank you, here you go.
You've been sent some clothes lately as well. I think I saw.
He's sent me some trainers, like, and shout out, check it out. Like, Sneak Sawyer. They are on Instagram. Go, have a look on my feed and give them a follow. They've got some great trainers, and I'll be wearing them soon.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing them out and about. Dev, thank you very much for being to IFL TV, and I'm sure I'll catch up with you soon, mate.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, look, Shiraz Williams, February 10th. Proper fight. If Shiraz is the real deal, he comes through Williams. But if he's all hype, we find out.
How many big fights are going to be on in the UK this year for Queensberry? Because obviously we do know Saudi are taking over, but important to still keep that UK base.
Of course, I don't think Queensberry are taking their eye off the ball though. They've got big plans. Look at that magnificent 7 show coming up as well in Birmingham. That's an absolute banger. Joe Joyce returning on that against Cash Ali, who sounds up for it, by the way, Cash Ali, and so many great fights, and there will be more. So it's not a case of sort of taking the eye off the ball. I just think more great boxing will happen. And look, in the past, the monster fights ended up going to Las Vegas. You might be in a position now where the monster fights go over to Riyadh. But that's okay. British boxing still remains alive. It never died, right? It's just instead of Vegas, it seems to be Riyadh now. And yeah, stay tuned. Plenty of big nights coming up.
Stay tuned, Dev Sahni. Thank you very much.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.